Good morning, students. In the last class, we have seen what do you mean. We have started with a new chapter. What is the meaning of development bank, and also we have seen what are the features of development bank. With some definitions, we have seen what are the features of development bank also. So today we are going to see the another part of banking, that is functions. Okay, the functions are very important for the banking. Okay, functions is a very important part of banking, because functions, mostly the question comes from here only, that is what are the functions of development bank. So let's see what are the functions of development bank. Now there are 9 important functions of development bank in India. So they are as follows, that is it is a small scale industries, SSIs जो हम लोग बोलते हैं. Now this development banks they play a very important role in the promotion and development of small scale sectors. Okay, government of India, that is हमारा जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया है, दे हैव स्टार्टेड विद द स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट बैंक इन इंडिया, दैट इज SYBCOM. You all have learned already about SYBCOM. Okay, this SYBCOM, what they will do, they will provide medium and long term loans to small scale industries, SSI units. Okay, SYBCOM provides direct finance to the project and also equipment finance to SSI units. Okay, so it also refinances banks and financial institutions that provide seed capital, equipment finance, etc. to the SSIs. Okay, so SSIs ko they will help in this following ways. Now second thing is, as I told you, this development bank का जो function है, they are divided into 9 important functions. First is SSI, that is development bank will help to provide medium and long term finance to the SSIs. Okay, so SSI कैसे है, SYBCOM के through. Okay, second is development of housing sector. Housing sectors जो रहते हैं उनको हेल्प करने के लिए डेवलपमेंट बैंक्स हैव बीन क्रिएटेड. सो डेवलपमेंट बैंक प्रोवाइड फाइनेंस फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ हाउसिंग सेक्टर्स. that is गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया स्टार्टेड द नेशनल हाउसिंग बैंक. ओके, तो हाउसिंग सेक्टर के लिए कौन सा डेवलपमेंट बैंक ओपन किया, नेशनल हाउसिंग बैंक NHB. ओके, इन 1988. सो NHB what they will do, they will promote the housing sector in following ways, that is it promotes and develops housing and financial institutions. It refinances banks and financial institutions that provide credit to housing sectors. Then in this two way they will provide finance to the housing sector. The third important function is large scale industry. So development bank what they will do, they will promote and develop large scale industries. Development financial institutions like IDBI, IFCI, etc. provide medium and long term finance to the corporate sectors. Okay, so they provide merchant banking services as preparing project, doing feasibility studies, advising on location of a project, and so on. Okay, so these are the functions of development bank. Next is agricultural and rural development. So development banks like National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development, that is NABARD, helps in development of agriculture. NABARD started in 1982 to provide refinance to banks which provide credit to agricultural sector and also for the rural development activities. It coordinates the working of the all financial institutions that provide credit to agricultural and rural development. It also provides training to agricultural bank and helps to conduct agricultural research. Okay, next is enhance the foreign trade of the India. So development bank what they will do, they will help to promote foreign trade. Okay, so government of India what they have done, they have started export import of the bank, Exim Bank, in 1982 to provide medium and long term loans to exporters and importers from India. It provides overseas buyers credit to buy Indian capital goods. It also encourages abroad bank to provide finance to the buyers in their country to buy capital goods from India. Next is review of sick industrial unit. So development bank, what they will do, they will provide help to revive, that is cure, okay, sick units जो है जो नहीं चल रहे हैं because of their financial problem or because of their production they are not running as they have to. So what they will do, they will revive, they will cure these sick units. Okay, so government of India started industrial development bank in India IIBI to help sick units. Okay, so IIBI, what they will do is the main creditor and reconstruction institutions for revive of sick units. It facilitates modernization, restructuring and diversification of sick units by providing credit and other services. Entrepreneurship development. Many development banks, what they do, they facilitate entrepreneurship development, that is NABARD, okay, State Industrial Development Bank and State Finance Corporation provides training to the entrepreneurs in developing leadership. Okay, what they will do, they will try to cultivate leadership in this in the entrepreneurs, okay, and business management skill. They will also help in developing business management skill. So they conduct seminars and workshops for the benefits of the entrepreneurs. Next is regional development. So development bank, what they do, they facilitates rural and regional development. They provide finance for starting companies in the backward areas. They also help the companies in project management in such less developed areas. Next is contribution to capital market. So development bank contributes the growth of capital market. They also invest in equity shares and debentures of various companies listed in India. They also invest in mutual fund and facilitates the growth of capital market in India. So these are the functions of development bank in India. That is, first thing is what, it is a small scale industry. It helps in development of housing sector. It helps in large scale industries, agricultural and rural development, enhance the foreign trade of India, review the sick industrial unit, entrepreneurship development, regional development, contribution to capital market. So these are some of the functions, that is, it will mostly develop particular region by implementation of a particular bank. जैसे कि स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज को उन्होंने क्या किया, सिडबी एज अ डेवलपमेंट बैंक इम्प्लीमेंट किया. हाउसिंग सेक्टर को डेवलप करने के लिए नेशनल हाउसिंग बैंक का इस्टेब्लिश किया. Then for large scale industries they have developed IDBI and IFCI. Okay, for agricultural they have developed NABARD, that is National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. And for enhancing foreign trade, what they have done, they have developed Exim Bank, that is Export Import Bank of India. Then for the SIC unit they have started Industrial Investment Bank of India, that is IIBI. Okay, then for entrepreneurship they are facilitating entrepreneurship by NABARD and State Industrial Bank and State Finance Corporation. For regional they are financing to the backward areas. And for the contribution of capital market they will invest in equity shares and debentures of various companies listed in India. So these are the functions, that are the 9 functions of development bank in India. Okay, and these functions are done through particular bank. Next we will see, state the role of development banking in the economic development of the country. So डेवलपमेंट बैंक जो है हैव बीन स्टार्टेड विद द मोटिव ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग द पेस ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. द ट्रेडिशनल फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन कुड नॉट टेक अप this challenge because of their limitations. Okay, so to help all round industrialization, development banks were made multi-purpose institutions. Beside financing, they were assigned the promotional work also. Okay, so they were also given promotional work so that the particular area gets डेवलप्स. ओके, प्रमोशन कैसे कि यहाँ पे जब वो लोग अपना डिटेल्स बताएंगे तभी वो लोग दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया विल स्टार्ट डेवलपिंग. सो रोल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट बैंक इन इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट. फर्स्ट इज टू फिल द फाइनेंशियल गैप. ओके, ये जो डेवलपमेंट बैंक है दे विल नॉट प्रोवाइड मीडियम एंड लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स ओनली बट दे विल ऑल्सो हेल्प द इंडस्ट्रियल एंटरप्राइज इन मैनी अदर वेज. दैट इज दिस बैंक जो है दे विल सब्सक्राइब टू द बॉन्ड एंड डिबेंचर्स ऑफ द कंपनी. दे विल अंडरराइट द शेयर्स एंड डिबेंचर्स एंड गारंटी लोन रेज्ड फ्रॉम द फॉरेन एंड डोमेस्टिक सोर्सेज. दे विल ऑल्सो हेल्प अंडरटेकिंग to acquire machinery from within and outside the country. Okay, if they want they can export the machinery from outside country also. Next is to undertake entrepreneurial role. Now development countries जो है lack entrepreneurs who can take up the job of setting up of a new project. Okay, it may be due to lack of expertise and managerial ability. Okay, so here development banks were assigned the job of entrepreneurial gap filling and also they undertake the task of rediscovering the investment project, promotion of industrial enterprises, provide technical and managerial assistance. Okay, undertaking economic and technical research, conducting survey, feasibility and studies etc. Okay, so thus promotional role of development bank is very significant for increasing the phase of industrialization. It may also be possible to meet the requirement of the concern by one institution. So more than one institutions may join hands not only in large project but also in medium sized project. It may be desirable of concern to have. Okay, so for assistance requirement of foreign loan in particular currency met by one institution under the writing of securities made by another. Okay, so the second is to undertake entrepreneurial role. Third is to provide refinance facility. Now the development banks, what they do, they also extend the refinance facility to the lending institutions. In this scheme there is no direct lending to the enterprise. The lending institutions, what they will do, they provide funds by development bank against loans extended to the industrial concern. In this way the institutions which provide funds to the units by refinancing by development bank in India. Okay, so here they will do what? They will refinance the facility. They will provide refinance facility wherever required. So in India, Industrial Development Bank of India provides refinance against term loan granted to the industrial concern by State Finance Corporation. Next is they provide support for commercial business banking. Okay, what they will do, they will provide business that is development banks normally provide medium and long term funds to the industries. Okay, and enterprises. So the working capital needs of the industries are met by the commercial banks in developing countries. Okay, so कौन करेगा? कमर्शियल बैंक. सो कमर्शियल बैंक्स इन लोगों को मतलब दे प्रोवाइड वर्किंग कैपिटल नीड्स. ओके, डे टू डे जो जो चाहिए वो दे विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग. सो दे विल सपोर्ट दिस डेवलपमेंट बैंक विल सपोर्ट द कमर्शियल बैंक. So commercial bank may not been able to take up this job properly. So their traditional approach in dealing with lending proposals and assistance and securities has not helped the industrial development bank to extend financial assistance for meeting the working capital needs of their loan. Okay. So if they fail to arrange such fund from other sources, so for taking up their functions of the bank, such as accepting deposit, opening letter of credit, discounting of bill, etc., there is no uniform practice in development bank. Okay, next is to provide finance to of joint finance. Okay, facility of joint finance. So another feature of development bank is what operation is to take up joint financing along with other financial institutions. So there are many constraints of financial institutions and legal problems, that is prescribing maximum limit of lending, which may force bank to associate with their institutions by taking up financing of some projects jointly. Okay, to support of credit guarantee, these small scale industries is not getting proper financial facilities due to cement of the risk, since these units do not have sufficient securities to offer loans. Okay, lending institutions क्या करते हैं, they hesitate to extend the loan. So to overcome this difficulty, जो lending function institution है जो extend loan नहीं देते, उनकी difficulties को overcome करने के लिए many countries including India and Japan have diverse their credit guarantee scheme and credit assurance scheme. Next is to underwrite securities. Now development bank, what they do, they acquire securities of industrial unit through either direct subscribing of underwriting or both. Okay, the securities may be acquired through the promotion work or by converting loans into equity shares or preference shares. So as learn about the development bank, many build portfolios of industrial stock and bonds. Okay, so these banks do not hold these securities permanently. They try to disinvest in these securities in a systematic way, which should not influence the market price of these securities and also should not managerial control of the units. So development banks have become worldwide phenomena. Okay, so their function depends upon the requirement of economy and state of development of the country. They have become well recognized segment of the financial market. They are playing an important role in the promotion of industrial and development countries. So what are the role is that they fill the financial gap, they undertake entrepreneurial role, they provide refinance facility, they support to support a commercial banking business, to provide facility of joint finance, to support of credit guarantee, to underwrite security. So these are the functions role played by the commercial banks. Okay, in the next class we will see other topics of this development banking in India.